Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the President of Fairleigh Dickinson University, Dr. J. Michael Adams.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, dear friends and colleagues. Special thank you to my wife, Susan, my best friend in the world. This is an exceptional day for us and for this university. I was born and raised on the prairies of central Illinois. It was a wonderful place to grow up and offered a very reassuring view of the world. As a matter of fact, I knew exactly where the world ended. I could see it 7 miles away at the horizon. And I thought I knew my position in the world. Then I went to college. Education expanded my view of the world and of my role and responsibilities in it. Most importantly, education taught me about the views of others, those who I would have to understand and communicate with if I wanted to make a difference. That's what education is supposed to do: expand horizons and broaden perspectives. Sometimes education does that. Sometimes the reality is that many educational institutions work within a limited framework and respond slowly to revolutionary changes. Today, a new world calls for new visions. And we are today in a new revolutionary world. To see that, we need only consider the dawn of a new millennium on December 31st, 1999. We all watched as clocks around the globe counted down toward midnight again and again and again, ushering in a series of celebrations and spectacles. The prelude to the millennium began at the international dateline in the Pacific and raced westward across Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Americas. Global technologies combine with global awareness to provide a shared worldwide experience. It was our first global party, and 6 billion people were invited. And yet, in that global party, different cultures enjoyed vastly different celebrations. Each showcased their unique customs and broadcast to the world that homogenization was far from a foregone conclusion. Despite the sometimes impersonal forces of globalization, diversity remains the distinctive feature of our time. At Fairleigh Dickinson University, we recognize that what we refer to as globalization is not a mere fad. In fact, it is an important way to understand the world. Groundbreaking developments in communication and transportation technology, the spread of information, production, finance, and trade, all of these bring billions together from remote regions of the globe. Local happenings are shaped by events occurring many miles away. Finances, goods, services, and human destinies are linked in ways never before imagined. We have new neighbors both far and near. They are as far as Sri Lanka and as near as the computer screens. Humanity is now a shared enterprise. Globalization offers immeasurable benefits, from the rapid increase in financial growth and production to the spread of modern conveniences. But this same unrelenting force is leaving others behind. The inevitable backlash has appeared in developing nations as well as right here at home. The challenges are real. and the list is long. Economic disparities, continuing exploitation of the world's fisheries and forests, depletion of the ozone layer, health crises, human rights violations, crime and terrorism, all continue to plague our society, threatening to undermine the promise of tomorrow. The answer, though, is not to pull the plug on globalization, but to direct it so it offers broader benefits for everyone. We must combine the forces of a new world with an insistence on humanity. This is not a new problem. Every age has had to find the right balance between using the tools of progress and cherishing that which makes us human. Globalization makes the balance more critical because the tools are so much more powerful and humanity is so fragile. But the promise of a better tomorrow endures, and all of us continue to look forward with passion and spirit for a new day and with hope for a more united, peaceful world. That spirit was at the heart of the founding of this institution 58 years ago. The idea, as expressed by our founder Peter Sammartino, was to create an institution that was to be of and for the world. The original philosophy required students to learn about the world by working in the world, about social concerns by getting involved in the community, and about global issues by spending time abroad and in different cultures. Cultural and global awareness were indeed landmarks of that junior college in 1942. And I maintain that the foundation of our future lies in keeping faith with our past. Those early roots were nurtured by bold moves, such as the rapid expansion of international programs and relationships with institutions throughout the world. In 1965, Fairleigh Dickinson became the first American university to open its own campus in England. More recently, we have continued this tradition with a branch campus in Tel Aviv, Israel, formal substantive relationship with schools in Spain and Turkey, and by expanding our international affiliations. Our global reputation is illustrated by the number of students from abroad who study at Fairleigh Dickinson University. With more than 800 students from 70 countries, FDU ranks 18th in the United States in international enrollment among our Carnegie peer group. No doubt students are attracted to Fairleigh Dickinson's enviable geographic position in close proximity to New York City, the unofficial world capital. We offer a gateway to the center of world finance and business, unequaled cultural offerings and human diversity, and the ideas and technologies that are shaping the world. Our students co-op and intern in the world's leading corporations, such as AT&T, Becton Dickinson, ABC, and Chase Manhattan, learning from global leaders. In many areas, this university is also an intellectual gateway to the world. Our quarterly publication, the Literary Review, begun in 1957, is known worldwide. The review devotes entire issues to contemporary writing from specific nations, cultures, and languages. Or look at our renowned global MBA program, or the marine biology and environmental science programs in Hawaii and Spain. Consider our English training programs for Korean teachers, or our seminars in Switzerland for hospitality students. And of course, there is our nationally emulated core curriculum, which includes a strong global issues component. It's clear Fairleigh Dickinson has a rich commitment to opening doors and expanding horizons. Now we are ready. And I would say we have a responsibility to do more, to build on our history, accomplishments, and advantages. We have a responsibility to create global citizens by offering a global education. That is our history. That is our future. A global education is much more than having international campuses or exchange programs. It is an education that ensures our students will be able to succeed in a world marked by interdependence, diversity, and rapid change. A global education is one that provides knowledge and understanding of culture, of language, of geography, and global perspectives. Most importantly, a global education is one that enables students to understand their roles in a global community and teaches them how their actions can affect the world. Corporate leaders tell us that the next workforce generation will need to be able to function as easily abroad and across different cultures as in this country. We will graduate students who will flourish in this world. We're going to immerse them in diverse cultures. To do so, we must make understanding global issues part and parcel of the FDU learning experience. At the same time, we will instill in students a sense of adventure, as well as a sense of responsibility to make the world a better place in which to live and work for all cultures. In offering a global education, we need to support our faculty to become global resources and our campuses to become hubs of global education initiatives. We have to adopt a global spirit, a mindset that says we live in a world without walls, made possible by advances in technology and made necessary by needs that do not end at borders. We must create an environment where all members of our university community can develop greater empathy, greater creativity, and adaptability to people and situations. A deeper understanding of what is universal among humans and what is unique to specific peoples. Starting today, we aspire to a new mission. We proclaim that Fairleigh Dickinson University is a center of academic excellence dedicated to the preparation of world citizens through global education. We proclaim that the university strives to provide students with the multidisciplinary, intercultural, and ethical understandings necessary to participate, lead, and prosper in the global marketplace of ideas, commerce, and culture. We proclaim above all else that students who graduate from Fairleigh Dickinson University will be known for two things. One, the understanding that just because you are different from me does not mean you are wrong. You are just different. And two, the understanding that if I want to communicate with you, I must look at the world through your eyes and not expect you to look at them through mine. Important steps have already been taken to further strengthen our global education. Last April, by resolution of the Academic Senate, the faculty of this exceptional institution committed to adapting academic programs to incorporate global issues into every course and into every classroom. FDU's Center for Global Teaching and Learning was created last spring, in part to support the New Jersey Schools World Languages mandate. The center is positioned for significant leadership and influence. On July 1st, we created an Office of Global Education that will coordinate and support a broad array of campus-based and world-based initiatives. Next fall, the World Newspaper of Record, the New York Times, will be delivered to each freshman's door, and its reading will be integrated across the curriculum. On January 1st, the Institute for Global Commerce becomes reality. With the first corporate sponsor already committed, the Institute will focus upon the relationship between commerce and world peace. Effective with the freshman class of 2001, Fairleigh Dickinson will be the first university in the world to recognize the Internet as a fundamental learning tool by requiring every undergraduate to participate in one distance learning course each year. Our next decision is to decide that a part of the undergraduate tuition will be used to provide a plane ticket for each student to journey abroad. Every student will live and learn in a different culture. And I propose we do away with Diversity Day and instead make issues of diversity integrated into the ongoing activities and events of campus life. Learning about diversity becomes a process, not an event. Of course, no single experience can create a global citizen. The answer lies in the sum of all our activities, those with a long tradition, those recently conceived, and those yet to be dreamed. I urge you, our community of faculty, staff, students, alumni, and friends, to join the adventure. In your intellect lie the future steps that will provide Fairleigh Dickinson University students with a global education. The heart of this vision will be in the difference that each of us can make. Our mission is accomplished, our goal is reached only through your efforts. We each must make this adventure personal. Like my friend, Professor Mal Sturchio, who in 1966 opened his door to a young Korean student. That student, J.Q. Park, is now the Minister of Unification in South Korea. Or like Joseph Green, former FDU Dean, Vice President, and distinguished faculty member, who befriended young Tanu Kulaku. Dr. Kulaku is today President of Bangkok University. Make the adventure personal, like Professors Judith Kaufman and Marie Roberts, who regularly make students part of their extended family. Who knows what their students will accomplish in this world? Like Mal, Joe, Judith, and Marie, we must all adopt a worldview. We must see beyond our differences and expect the most from ourselves and from our students. Our attitude must be that we are preparing the agents who will change the world. If we expect that our students will change the world, they will. When I was growing up in Illinois, I thought I knew where the world ended. Now I have no idea where the world ends, nor how far I can reach. As individuals, as a university, our future is still to be written. Our reach is still to be determined. I used to think one person couldn't change the world. But the reality is, one person can change whatever he or she can touch. As global citizens, as a global institution, we have an obligation to extend our reach, to go beyond the ordinary and seize the extraordinary. As a former schoolboy on the prairies of Illinois, whose vision was limited to what he could see, I urge all of us now to reach beyond what we can see and together to fulfill what we can imagine. Thank you.